I wouldn't know where to start. Remember, like I indicated before, that the whole idea was for us to be there for 2 to 3 days. The idea was that the chairman had to pay into our accounts. We go to the foreign exchange, I would say, then withdraw the money, get it into dollars, and pay the hotel and stuff like that. But with the hotel itself, we had cash that we were carrying, myself and Mr. Lomo, that we needed to pay for the hotel. That one was settled, there was no problem. So the issue was more on the flight tickets, that the flight tickets, the prices were not that clear, and most of that, I went to the hotel owner, because he's the one who bought the tickets, trying to understand when can we get an invoice and then send it to the president, to our chairman, so that he can make payments for that. So it was an issue of, I don't know what was the delay for, because every time you ask him, said no, I'll give it to you. You ask him, no, I'll give it to you. And remember, by the time he's busy saying I'll give it to you, it's a day plus. The days are going by. The days are going by. And one thing that started giving me some doubts is the fact that when we arrived at the hotel, he confiscated my passport. Remember, I mean, for any place, a hotel, they'll take your passport, make a copy, and give it back to you, the original. But he kept it with him. So that started raising eyebrows for me, that no, man, there's something which is not right here. Then the time we got the so-called invoice, it came as one figure, because an invoice must have a breakdown. Like, for instance, if you're talking about tickets, I bought so many tickets, you must have a unit price, which is one ticket is costing X amount, and then collective, because all in all it was 19 tickets, and say as a collective so many tickets will cost X amount. But if you come with an umbrella price and say this is all what the ticket costs, it becomes a problem. And for any person who needs to pay in the money, remember, you cannot just pay in the money without understanding what is it that I'm paying for. So that is where the problem was. Now, it came to a point where now, by asking the invoice, it started angering the guy. And now, what hurt the most was the fact that when he was being interviewed by the media in South Africa, he painted a picture that we are in a comfortable environment and we are happy to be where you are. How can you be happy when somebody has your passport, he doesn't want to give it back to you, and you ask him that, okay, do I owe you? He says no. Then why do you keep me here? Let me go. He says no, you're not going anywhere. And that on its own, in a foreign country, I mean, we understand history, guys. We know what Libya is like, and I wouldn't say they're bad people, but history taught us that it's not comfortable to be there. And the other thing is, for the duration of or before the issues of money and all that, we had a point where before the team left, we used to go to, I mean, in our rooms, we used to have water to to wash and stuff like that. Shortly after the team left, then for both me and Mr. Lomo, they closed hot water. We had only cold water for the duration of our stay, and the weather there was not comfortable. So if you can say to people and say, no, these guys are comfortable here and stuff like that, I'm here to tell you straight, it wasn't comfortable. It wasn't comfortable at all, and I wouldn't wish anybody to be in the same situation.